Hello.
What's up? Welcome to the Rob and Rob Show. Sorry, I stole your intro a little bit.
It's all good.
No, you go ahead.
You go ahead. It's the Rob and Rob Show here at The Real Deal in the UML.
Yep.
We're going to be talking about some music. How you doing, Rob?
Doing pretty good. How about you, Rob?
Good.
Which Rob are you?
Segovia.
I'm Rob White, and we have a special guest with us. Who is it that we have today?
Hi, I'm Devin Sticka, so I'm excited to be here.
Can you describe who you are to people? Because they don't know who Devin Sticka is.
So I am on Real Deal, usually doing segments, but I like to listen to music too, so I'm excited to be on here and talk about the new Logic album, because I got to listen to about half of it, and I'm really excited to talk about it.
All right, what kind of music do you like?
My music depends on my mood, so I like some punk rock and pop, and then hip hop and country.
Cool.
Hip hop and country. A very eclectic music style. That's a new word I found out, eclectic.
Ooh.
Just gonna bring this up. These two are boyfriend and girlfriend. Just kind of wanted to put that out there in the world. So yeah, if you sense some tension between them, it's because of that. So
No tension, it's fine.
didn't mean to make them a little awkward, but still.
Make me blush, why don't you?
That's my job. All right, yeah, this is the Rob and Rob Show.
Yep.
Music commentary from your favorite Robs and special guests. We're gonna get into albums of the week, song of the week, and our main segments, which include Logic, Lil Wayne, and Kanye West.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to get into the albums of the week. What you been listening to today, Devin? Start with you.
So the two albums I've been most played this week are Here We Go Again by Demi Lovato and Iridescence by Brockhampton.
Ooh, all right. So tell me about Demi Lovato.
Yeah, I don't know much about her. Tell me.
She's one of my favorite artists. She started off on like Disney Channel with her So Sunny with the Chance, and then she went into Camp Rock, and then from there she just kind of like built her own career. She had some issues getting out of Disney. Don't want to bring that up right now because it's a touchy subject, but yeah, she Here We Go Again, I believe, was her second full album, so it's kind of old, but I like it. Throwback.
Nice. And you mentioned Brockhampton.
Yeah.
Want to talk about Iridescence a little bit?
So Iridescence, okay, so they did their Saturation 1, 2, 3, and then Iridescence is their newest album, and I don't know, I just really like it because I like the direction they took with it. It's a little bit different than the Saturation albums, but like, it's nice. It's a nice different.
It's a good different, yeah.
The best thing about Iridescence so far, to me, is all the music videos they've been releasing.
Yeah.
I just love, the different styles they're doing, because before, it was more one take. Me and Rob were watching videos a couple weeks ago, and we were like, I hope they stick with this, but they haven't.
Right. But it's a good like transition, because they mentioned this is not something like Saturation, and it's kind of completely different. When they were putting out Saturation, they put out the videos first,
right,
and then the album. But this time they put out the album and then the videos.
Yep.
And so we love some Brockhampton around here.
Yes.
We listened to the album together for the first time.
Yeah, it was
did.
awesome.
Like a little listening party.
A little listening party at midnight. Just
Turn off the lights.
Turn off the lights.
Jam.
It was all dark. It was pretty awesome. Just chilling with the roommates. Devin was there too. Just eating pizza. Domino's had their special.
Shout out to Domino's.
Shout out to Domino's.
We'll take your money. All right, Rob, what you been listening to for albums of the week?
For me, it's been the Black Panther album by Kendrick Lamar and Company, and then MKTO by MKTO.
Describe MKTO, because I don't know who MKTO is.
It's Malcolm Kelly and Tony Aller. They're both, they came up as teen actors, and now they're doing their thing as a singer and rapper duo. They released their MKTO album back in 2012. Classic was their big song. Baby, you're so classic. You know that song?
No.
Oh,
Love that
it's
song.
a surprise.
I'm gonna check it out though.
It's a pretty big song, and they're just now getting back to making music again together. So it's pretty cool. Some of my favorite pop artists at the moment, because I'm not really big into pop, but MKTO has been doing their thing because it has a rap element. I like when rap's involved in pop music.
There we go. Yeah. Cool.
How about you, Rob? What have you been listening to?
I've been listening to some Trap Soul by Bryson Tiller, Louisville's finest, from that area, and it's switching into that fall transition. And I remember in 2015 when this album came out, it was around this time, and I loved it throughout the whole thing. And then I found out he was from Louisville, which made it even more of like a heartfelt project for me. So that's one of the things I've been listening to. And then I've been listening to 2014 Forest Hills Drive by our man J. Cole.
Yes.
Honestly, it's my favorite J. Cole album. I wasn't into J. Cole before this album. I thought he was like watered down chocolate milk.
Okay.
Like it's chocolate milk, it's good, but it's watered down. But then he's like stepped up. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of chocolate milk would you describe it as?
I say it's like a Nesquik, but like not enough scoops on the spoon.
Yeah, that's happened.
But too much milk, no, not enough Nesquik. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, kind of like True Milk.
True move, maybe. But yeah, that's how I felt about J. Cole until this album dropped. And it's like a whole story, basically.
Yeah.
And I like concept albums, so that's why I like it so much.
I love your picks, Trap Soul. My favorite songs on that are Don't and Exchange. I love trying to catch that down on that song. And then with Forest Hills Drive, that is probably my favorite J. Cole project. I like what he did with that album and, you know, getting more gritty. I think he's a great storyteller, but when he gets into his element and actually, you know, spits some real bars, it's very pleasing to listen to coming from him, because you have Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole,
Right.
Drake, all the big guys, and J. Cole definitely showed his prowess on that album.
And he can also get into more heartfelt stuff because he has that song, "Love Yours."
Yeah.
Like, there's no such thing as a life that's better than yours.
He's one of those singers that actually does really well when he's singing. He's not like a
good.
great singer, but kind of like Eminem. You know,
Very
he's
melodic.
Very melodic.
Yeah, that's
There you
what
go.
it is.
That's a word.
Melodic, see? Big words on the Rob and Rob Show. Moving up. All right, we're going to get into Song of the Week. Devin, what have you been listening to?
The song that I play a lot this week was actually Beautiful by Bozzy featuring Camila Cabello.
My baby, Camila Cabello.
Yeah. I love her.
Yes, she's great.
What's your whole take on, you know, the Camila situation? What was her group before? Fifth Harmony?
Fifth
Fifth
Harmony,
Harmony.
yeah.
Yeah. What's that whole situation like? Do you support her leaving Fifth Harmony, or are you more on the bandwagon with why is Camila leaving? It's more
Right.
Fifth Harmony's music that got her there.
No, I actually 100% support her.
Okay.
She wasn't getting the respect she deserved in that group, so why not leave? I would leave.
Yeah,
if
and
that
she
happened
seems
me.
to be doing very well. Did you like Havana?
Oh my God, I love that album.
Yeah.
It's a great album.
There you go.
Awesome. Rob, what was your pick for Song of the Week?
My pick was a surprise pick for me because it's the first time I've heard of this artist. And the pick I chose was Slow Dancing in the Dark by Joji. The artist, you might not know him, but if you do know him from earlier before he did music, he's the one who started the Harlem Shake trend
Oh,
on
really?
YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
he's like a pink suit guy or pink
Pink guy?
guy.
Yeah.
So that was him. And he made a beautiful song. He like really sing. It's like really heartfelt. Really weird music video. It's like him having goat legs and a arrow in his back,
Oh gosh.
but he still makes it beautiful. That's the only way I can describe it. I'm gonna have y'all like check it out one day.
Okay.
So,
Alright,
but that's what I've
sounds
been
good.
listening to. It's really good. Caught me by surprise.
Awesome. For me, it's been 151 Rum by JID.
Yeah.
Man, he's such a good
That's our
rapper.
guy. I think he's the next one up.
Yeah, he's signed to, we were talking about J. Cole, he's signed to Dreamville Records,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just been releasing hit after hit, in my opinion. JID, Boz,
Cos,
Earth Gang.
Earth Gang.
Yeah, J. Cole's been doing his thing, finding really great talent in JID. One of the biggest complaints about him in his career so far has been, can he actually, spit with storytelling to his. I thought he did it really well on the Never story,
thought he
but
did too.
even more so on this song. I think he was really, putting all the rhymes together and doing it very succinctly and doing compact rhymes one after
Right.
the other on that song.
Right. And a lot of his fans are anticipating this album and like a film, apparently,
Yeah.
that he plans to drop or something like that.
That'd be really cool. I'm excited for JID's future. I think he can actually be in the pinnacle of the hip hop gods right now.
A pinnacle.
Yeah.
Man,
That's a word.
another big word. We need to keep like a tally of the big words.
We teach here on the Rob and Rob Show.
We teach. Don't tell me what it means. All right. So we're gonna get into our main segment. We covered songs a week, albums a week. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yep.
We'll double check. We're gonna get into our main segments. So let's start with. Who you want to start with? Lil Wayne, Logic, or Kanye? Which one first?
Lil Wayne.
Let's go with Lil Wayne. All right. Carter 5 is finally out. Carter 4 released middle school, I remember.
Yeah, it was back
Eighth
in
grade.
2011.
2011. Good lord.
Long time ago.
But this,
Highly anticipated album.
yeah,
Finally
highly
dropped.
anticipated. Finally dropped. Many people were thinking last Friday, but it did come out this, well, actually at midnight, and
Yeah.
it's a pretty good album. I've listened to a few songs here and there. Haven't listened to the whole thing all the way through yet. I just want to be transparent. But from what I've heard, everything's been very good. The song with Kendrick Lamar blew me away. I loved all the lyrics in it. I was a little confused with Lil Wayne's voice change at certain points. I love when Kendrick does it, but it was a little weird hearing it from Lil Wayne.
You can never hear that from him.
Exactly.
I thought
But-
it was weird from both.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're not into like voice changes certain songs?
No.
No? I hear you.
Yeah. The thing with the track list so far, I didn't see Believe Me or,
Oh, some of the singles he put
some
out.
of the singles that were supposed to be for the Carter 5. I don't know if he, found later in his career, now that he got to the point where he was able to release the Carter 5, that he was like, maybe I kind of want to scratch these songs and put some other songs on there.
Right. I mean, he has like different topics. We haven't really dove into the album that much, but if you don't know, like, do you know the situation he had with his record label?
No.
Devin? No? Well, I'm going to fill you in a little bit. So he was with Cash Money Records, run by Birdman, which is like the head, like the guy who put Lil Wayne on in rap, basically. Birdman was not paying his artists, and Lil Wayne said, if you don't pay me, I'm not going to release my album. And Birdman, right?
Yeah,
Something
Birdman.
like that. And Birdman never did. And so Lil Wayne just didn't make music. He wanted to get out of his contract. Birdman never let him out of his contract until now. And so that gives him more topics to talk about on this album. I think he really did, even though we haven't like dove into it yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I like that he didn't put those singles from the past on there because we've already heard them. They want to hear new stuff from Lil Wayne. It's been 2011 since we really heard Lil Wayne, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, and like Lil Wayne, me personally, one of my favorite rappers growing up. It was him, T.I., and Eminem. 3 rappers that I loved growing up. So hearing them come out with a new project, you think I'd be really like hyped to listen to it. I am. I'm just really busy. I want to like sit back in my headphones and like really play Lil Wayne and appreciate for what he is as like one of the greatest hip hop artists of our generation, maybe of all time. So yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about Lil Wayne's track list features? You have XXXTentacion, Travis Scott, Nicki Minaj, Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg, and Ashanti. And I was listening to some of the songs with features first. I usually do that with Lil Wayne projects because, you don't really think about Lil Wayne as a whole listen through LP, but
Right.
there were some skits that I heard in between some of the songs, and I'm like, wow, I think Lil Wayne might have actually released a concept album.
Whoa,
And
that's good, Lil Wayne.
I'm ready to listen to that and see what Lil Wayne has to say.
Right, Lil Wayne is never shy of being on features, or using features and being on them as well. I remember like 2008 when he was on everybody's song,
Yeah.
and everybody was on his song, him and T-Pain. So this doesn't like surprise me. What does surprise me is the features that he chose. XXX Tentacion. You wouldn't think. I don't know if they like recorded in the studio together or if he just got, a snippet of a song from XXX. I don't know. I haven't listened to the song yet, but I am excited to like dive into that. And of course, Travis Scott, he's big right now. His relationship with Nicki Minaj is apparent. Like he brought up Nicki into the rap game, and Kendrick Lamar. He's on top. So these features like make sense.
They're hype beasts.
They're hype, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not putting. Yeah, he has XXX, but he's not like chasing clout. I'd say he's just chasing who's on top because they make great music, not for what their name is. Or he has like a good relationship with them.
And that takes us to another artist who might be clout chasing, Kanye West. His new album, Yandi. I have the article pulled up from the Fader. Apparently, the album isn't finished yet.
Yeah.
It's supposed to come out tomorrow after SNL.
Yeah.
It might feature Rihanna, and it does feature XXX and 6ix9ine. What do you think about those artists? Hypebeast again. He already has a song, I Love It, with Lil Pump. What do you think about his choices for features?
I'm gonna go to Devin. What do you think about this? Do you have any? I mean, kind of put you on the spot, but all right. So let's just get into like, do you like Kanye West? Like his music?
Like individual songs, yeah. But I loved the whole album, Yay, because I just thought it was, I don't know, different and good. But
I hear you.
All right. Well, did you like I Love It? Did you love it or hate it?
I'm kind of somewhere in the middle with that one, because like, you know, it downs women a lot. Like it downgrades women a massive amount, and I did not appreciate that part of it.
Right.
But it is sketchy.
Yeah.
He makes sketchy music. What can we say?
Everybody has a Kanye song that they like.
Yeah. And it just might happen to have really bad undertones and yeah.
But I don't know. I'm conflicted with Kanye West. Not to get into his political views, but even before then, like the music, you can tell in the music he creates now compared to his first 3 albums are nothing. Like they don't even like mash up. Like you think it was a different artist making these albums.
Exactly. The first 3, College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, that was peak Kanye for me.
Like no one can make, like, you know how hard it was to make those albums, and he looked like he can do that with his hands behind his back. And that's just not the Kanye I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I feel like his albums are rushed. Like he said he made Yay in like a couple weeks when he made My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. It took a couple months, maybe up to a year.
But that might be his best album yet.
Exactly, is what I'm saying. Like he's rushing it just to put out music, just to say, hey, I'm putting out music, and like going into public and causing a scene. Yeah, Kanye does this all the time, but I want great music first. I don't want Kanye first. I want his music first.
I get that. Do you have any thoughts on how Yandhi is going to be supposedly the sequel to Yeezus? Did you like Yeezus as an album?
I like every, I know I just bashed Kanye, but I like every Kanye West album, but I like some more than others. Yeezus, I love Yeezus, but it would probably fall into the lower ranking of Kanye albums. It's just messy, and I get why people don't like it, but I do enjoy Yeezus, like, certain times. There'll be times where I'll listen to Yeezus all the way through, but there'll be sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't even like this. But yeah, I can honestly say I like Yeezus most of the time.
Okay. So for the next album that we're going to talk about, Logic, he just dropped the Young Sinatra 4 album. It's a throwback to his mixtape days, and mixtape Logic, if you didn't know, is my favorite Logic. I don't mess with his new albums at all, but his mixtapes, Young Sinatra 2, Young Sinatra 3, and then Welcome to Forever, probably some of the best hip hop projects in recent memory. And he kind of got away from that and moved towards the mainstream. What can you do? He said before that he wasn't going to get into different labels controlling his work, and he did. He said he was gonna try and push more towards different topics and talking about the same things, and he ended up talking about the same topics. Right. But Logic on this album finally seems like he's matured. And I've listened to the album a little bit again. Haven't listened to the whole thing. I've been really busy.
Right.
But
these projects dropped today. They haven't been out for like weeks.
Yeah,
so
no. We have to take them in. I can't review it yet, but from what I've heard, I really like what he does.
Cool.
What he's doing.
Yeah. What about you, Debbie? Are you a Logic fan?
Yes.
Yeah?
I don't know a whole lot about his mixtape days, but his album, Everybody, I enjoy that album a lot.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he hates that about me, but it's fine.
You can't be perfect.
But I got to listen to like a good third of the new album, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Really?
So I might actually check out his older stuff soon.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't a fan of Logic until probably I came to college. I think probably just from you and our roommate Connor. Shout out to Connor. Never really got into Logic, never really knew him that much. But I did like his mixtapes. Bobby Tarantino.
Oh yeah, the Bobby Tarantino mixtapes really get that gritty sound back. That's what I love about the first mixtapes. If you haven't gotten a chance to listen to it, definitely do that. That's one of the best things about Logic. He's able to relate to his gang affiliation from back in the day. A lot of people don't know that. His 1-800 track is what really got him on top.
Performed at the Grammys, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a great message. Everybody had great messages, like you said, Devin. That's probably why you like it so much. He's touching on great issues, but what I miss is when he was just rapping to show his talent.
Yeah.
When he was doing his Rubik's Cube and he's rapping while he's solving it, that's cool stuff. That's what I miss.
I think he's trying to appeal to the mainstream too much.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to be that nice guy and not rattle anybody's feathers, but still try to deliver bars, and it's hard to do. I mean, Drake's a nice guy, presumably, but he can also flip a switch and be that mean guy.
Exactly.
Logic, I can't see him as a mean guy.
I want him to do that, though. I want him to do more switches. Devin, do you have any artists where you like when they're either singing and rapping in a combined album, like when they're doing both of them at the same time? Or do you like when an artist just primarily does one or the other?
Right.
If I'm choosing one person that does rapping and singing, it'd have to be Frank Ocean.
Frank Ocean?
But otherwise, probably just like one thing.
I get you. Yeah, Frank Ocean does it really well.
He can rap.
Man.
Like,
If he
surprisingly.
just releases an album where he raps, I think he
love
would
that.
sell better than a lot of rappers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even we mentioned Bryson Tiller at the beginning of the show. He can rap. He
But
did
he
it on
can
Trap Song.
sing.
But he can really sing.
Yeah.
I like when artists are like multi-talented, but I don't like when they are great at one thing and then not that good in another thing. I mean, J. Cole, yeah, he can't sing, but he makes up for it for the beat and the message, and it sounds good. I don't like when people are forcing something. It doesn't seem forced when I'm listening to J. Cole. It doesn't seem forced when I'm listening to like Kanye or Bryson Tiller. So I don't know where I was going with that.
You found it along the way.
Found along the way, exactly.
That's what it's all about here on the Rob and Rob Show.
Right.
So any other things we want to talk about, touch on today?
Oh, any upcoming albums you're planning on?
Let's see.
Do a quick Google.
Yeah, let's look up some albums coming out. We go to Metacritic for that, upcoming albums.
I literally Googled albums.
But what I'm listening to right now is the new MKTO song, How Can I Forget? It's such a good song. I was talking about them
cute.
earlier, but they definitely are someone to keep on your radar.
I'll definitely add them on my Spotify.
Awesome. Any albums that you're finding?
Let's see. Nope.
Well, okay, I see 2K19 as an ad on your computer. What
there
did
we
you
go.
think about them adding Zipper to the soundtrack?
Yeah, no, that's
from
a lot of
Brockhampton?
exposure from Brockhampton.
Yeah.
That's a really good topic to get into. Brockhampton, they came out as a group who did everything themselves. Made the music videos, merchandise, lived in the same house. They didn't even have a studio. They made all the music in the same crib. And they did everything themselves. And then when they signed to RCA,
RCA, yeah.
they still have that quality. They're doing everything themselves, but they just have a bigger budget. And that allows them to be on stuff like this and getting a lot of exposure. Because I remember when, it was last year when Saturation came out, and we were like, when we went to see them in Grand Rapids, we were like touching them. We got to meet them.
we got to take a picture with them.
Right.
And now they're the biggest artists.
Exactly.
Jealous.
Like, you can't do that now. So that's like something, I mean, it's sad that we can't like be that intimate in a concert like that with them, but it's really exciting to see an artist you like grow. So
I'm
much.
taller than Kevin Abstract.
You were taller than Kevin. And
I'm not
Merlin. And Merlin.
And
I'll never
Merlin.
forget that. But no, I like seeing artists like come from the ground up and being on a platform like this. Especially, I think it was produced by Travis Scott.
Yeah, Travis Scott. He's from Houston. He was putting on for his Houston boys.
Man,
I
you made that connection, Robert.
I love that when artists recognize, even though they're on a bigger platform, they recognize when other artists should have their shine.
Exactly.
And that's what I like about Travis Scott, and that's what I love about what Brockhampton did with putting Zipper on. I would have preferred a different song, but Zipper was the only one that didn't have a mirror. So that's probably why.
Yeah, they couldn't have him on the song.
No. All right. But now,
I think that was that. That wraps it up.
yeah. I mean, do we have any Robs that we want to shout out today?
Oh yeah, famous Robs. Shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, Robert De Niro.
Okay.
One of the greatest acting Robs of all time. He was in the coveted role of Meet the Fockers, Meet the Parents, and of course there's a bunch of other stuff.
A bunch of other stuff, but those are some
just
some movies in our childhood that we definitely love. Rob Lowe is mine.
Rob Lowe,
Parks and Rec
guy.
is literally the best because of him. I mean, yes, there's obviously better. I mean, there's good characters on that show, but he brought it up. And I love his work on The West Wing too. So Rob Lowe will have to be my pick. How about you, Devin?
Yeah, I like Devin's pick.
Shout out to Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson.
The
The
best.
heartthrob.
Yes, the most heart-throbbing vampire of all time.
So that's your second favorite Rob.
Yeah, probably.
There you go.
Rob's
All right,
third.
we can get done. I'm about fifth. I'm top 10. I can give that.
Awesome. Well,
Nice.
it was awesome having you on, Devin,
Yeah,
on our
thank you,
show.
Devin.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
for
much.
contributing
Thank you, guys.
to our discussion. Rob, it's been great as always.
It's always been great, man. It's been a time. I think we're that camera. Signing out. I'm Rob White,
I'm Robert Segovia.
And I'm Devin Sticka.
and we'll see y'all next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.